What's up, everybody? Josh or Miho here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new album from the band All Pigs Must Die, entitled Nothing Violates This Nature. This is released on Southern Lord Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they're based out of Massachusetts, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very volcanic, disgusting, heavy, metallic style of hardcore punk. Very much extreme metal influenced. I mean, at root, they are a hardcore punk band, but they have elements of death metal, black metal, crust, sludge, doom, you name it. This is a band that has so many different musical styles and outputs. Take a little bit of Black Sabbath with a little bit of Joy Division, a little bit of Discharge, a little bit of Samhain, a little bit of Napalm Death, Integrity, Bathory. So many musical influences that this band definitely has. They came out with a self-titled EP in 2010, which was basically their introduction to the extreme music world, and that EP was killer in its own right. And then in 2011, we had their debut, God is War. That album was outstanding. From first track all the way to last, that album was something very special, something brimming with heaviness and misanthropy. I thought that album was sensational. Of course, this is a band that's comprised of many different members of other extreme music acts, most notably within the hardcore punk world, bands like The Hope Conspiracy, Blood Horse, and most notably Converge, because Ben of Converge drums for this band. Now, a couple of years have passed by, and we have their official second album entitled Nothing Violates This Nature. It's 10 tracks, and it clocks in at around 33 minutes in length. And honestly, I thought to myself while listening to this album, do I think that this band has topped themselves with this new album? And I have to say, without a shadow of a doubt, yes. This basically takes the greatness that the first album had and fine-tunes things just a little bit. I don't really think anything needed to be improved, but they felt the need bit to just fine-tune things just a little bit. And with this new All Pigs Must Die album, you get something a lot more concise and better. This is an amazing sophomore album, and I enjoyed every single thing about it. The guitar work on here is just pure adrenaline rush all the way throughout. The way the riffs are delivered, the tone of the guitar is just crushing all the way through. Especially the first couple of tracks that you hear on this record, Chaos Arise, Silencer, and Primitive Fear. Just some sensational guitar work being handled here. It's very dirty, very ugly sounding, but that's the kind of vibe you pick up when you listen to All Pigs Must Die, is the guitar tone. It's sensational. I love the way that it's played here. And the bass tone is incredible too. Very dirty, crusty, and dingy. I appreciate what's being done with the bass tone. It's very powerful and definitely holds the impact that this record has. Moving on to the drums. Ben is a fantastic drummer for this band, and definitely when I think of this band, I go back to the first album and the song Sacrosanct. Just probably one of the most memorable drum fills I've ever heard was on the opening track of that song. It's amazing, and definitely the evil magic that you heard on the first record, you hear it on this one. The drum work is consistent, it's powerful, great speed, great pacing, a lot of fast fills and blasts and patterns. You get a lot of great variety with the drums, even to some of the more slower, misanthropic type of songs, like I want to say the track, like there's a track on here called Faith Eater. You think things are going to be very slow and twisted. Things are slow and twisted at first, but then the pace of the drums becomes a lot faster, and definitely it showcases the variety and intensity that this guy has when it comes to playing the drums. Uh, Going back to, I want to say, Primitive Fear. It's probably one of the more slower, sludgier kind of tracks on this record. I definitely think the drums kick a lot of ass on that track. It's very powerful and energetic, and it's definitely well suited for what this band is all about. And one other thing, there's 2 tracks on this record, Aquim Siege and Sacred Nothing. 1 minute and 2 minute tracks apiece. I definitely want to say that's the 1-2 punch of this entire record, is the way that the drums are paced out on those 2 tracks. I think it's sensational and definitely makes you hold your attention throughout the entire album. And when it comes to the vocals are very throaty, rugged, and raw. I love this guy's vocal style. Very hate-fueled, very powerful. He definitely gets his point across. You can understand everything he says, and his delivery is just spot on. I love that about this guy's vocal style and the way he delivers his words and lyrics. Yeah, this is a very, very smart and intelligent band that definitely appreciates the music styles it gets inspirations from, and it definitely pays off here with this new album. So overall, if you loved the first album, God is War, you will love, in my opinion, this new album, Nothing Violates This Nature, a great deal more. It's a lot more fluid, it's a lot more compact, and these guys definitely deliver the goods. If I had to pick any favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say Chaos Arise, Silencer, Primitive Fear, the 1-2 punch that is Aquim Siege and Sacred Nothing. Faith Either is an awesome track, and the closing track, Articles of Human Weakness. Amazing track. So pick this album up wherever you're able to. Again, the album is Nothing Violates This Nature by All Pigs Must Die. This is released on Southern Lord Records. Total support, I'm going to give this a solid 9 out of 10. Great, great album. Definitely much better than the first album, in my opinion. So support All Pigs Must Die. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until the next time, Army Hill out.